Hello once again users, and I know it's been a long time since my last episode, but I've been very busy working hard on a new server that I've recently been on, which I will be showing you in a later episode what I have exactly been working on. In this episode, however, I'm going to be teaching you how to make signs, and if you want them to be flashing, you can do that as well. So what I'm going to be showing you how to make the signs with today is redstone lamps, and as we know, these all light up. So if I put that there, put a torch there, they light up like that. But these take a bit of powering if you want to be getting them to work right. So for example, you can make whatever you want to make with them. So if you want to make letters such as an R like that, we have an R, but I know it's not a very nice R, but it works. Now, the very basic principle you want to know with powering redstone lamps is that when you're powering the redstone lamps, what you want to be doing is the redstone will power a cross like this. So if you're powering this block here, it will power this cross. But if I have this there, it won't power that, and if I put anything out like that, it won't power that. So you have to be having an input at least every 4 blocks, like you would have another cross here, for example. But for example, if you wanted to power that R there, what you want to be doing is you want to be looking for the easy options, like we'll be putting power there, like that. So it basically just conducts it through the blocks essentially. So you got power there, and then you want to be putting one there, like so, like that. So it's essentially across, you're just missing that top bit there. And then what you want to be doing is you want input there, and then so like that. Oh, maybe one down actually. Okay, one there. And like that. As you can see, they're all powered up. However, if you want to be making a sign, obviously it won't look as good in the daytime if it's just constantly on. So you want to be having it so that you can just basically have it powered with a lever. So if you want to be doing that, what I suggest you do is get rid of these for a start, and then what you want to do is you want to somehow link it up so that they all feed into one, like that, and then you can have it like so if we have that there, and we have that there, they should all now be linked together so that this entire letter can be powered with a lever. And you got to check that it reaches, and there we are. So that's that fine. However, if you're doing multiple letters, you want to make this as concise as you can. So that's pretty concise just for one letter, but if you're trying to do multiple letters, the wiring gets a little bit more complex. So I'm just going to do a very basic sign. I'm going to do Minecraft for you. So let's do a Minecraft. Now the letters might be slightly out of scale, but this is just to show that it can be done. Okay, so what you want to be doing is making sure you've always got at least a gap of 1 between the letters, obviously. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do mine instead of Minecraft, just to show a very basic tutorial. Let's just make it a very simple one. up we have mine. I know it doesn't look great, but you can make any letters you want. You can make just any image you want, and you can have it however you want. So as before, you want to be having a cross. So for this, what you can do is all these bottom ones, you can just lay this across like that, and then what you want to be doing is having into these blocks here a repeater into every block along this bottom here. And now if on top of this block it's got a redstone in front of it, just place, so like for these here they haven't got a block in front of it, you don't need to place anything, so just place a little bit of redstone there. And then what you can do next is, so that will power up to there. If I show you, it powers up to there, look. Okay. And then, so what you want to be doing is going up to this level, because you want to be taking out this as well. Although, if you want to do it easily, you can do that as well. So if I put an input into there, like that, it doesn't work properly. So you've got to go down one, like that. And then you can have a repeater feeding into them as well. Now, so that you can link them all together, what you want to be doing is just running an entire row across it so that you can link repeaters up if you have to. So there we are, there. And as before, put a repeater in front of them. Now, this is my own design again, so if it's not the best, then I apologise, but as before, you can look on YouTube and find your own things. So, like that. And, okay, so the way you want to get these powered now is, however, what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to show you how you can have them flashing the letters at different time intervals, so you can have it flashing. So what you want to do now is separate where you got the one block space, separate them between there so you've got the separate letters. So actually what I'm going to do is put that there, show you that that's all like lit up like that, and then that should all be lit up. This won't all be lit up, that will power up to there. So again, what we need to do is put that up like that. And we need to feed some redstone repeaters into it, like that. This one's going to be a little bit more complex actually. Feed it out a little bit like that, then you can have it like that. And that didn't work. My bad. Let's delete that actually. What you should be able to do actually is if you feed that there, I believe. Now I'm just improvising, I know. Nope. Okay. Slightly different setup for that then. Just get rid of that. We'll just feed some into there, and then you can drop this down a level there, like that, and then you should be able to feed them into there like that. There was just me. So as you can see, it does light them up, and then that's that done. And then you want these two like that. There we are. And the same for this one here. That. And then repeaters in like that. Okay. So that there is everything. And now what you want to be doing is you need to have, if you got repeaters, you need to have them linked up with redstone like that. Now the bottom one is easy enough, you can just do that and link them up like that. Oh, hello. Bit of a long tutorial, I know. Obviously you've got to be working a little bit just to get everything right and exactly how you want for the letters. It might turn out not as concise for you, but obviously if you work at it, it should be alright. Okay, so now that we've got all the repeaters linked up for the separate letters, what you want to be doing next is making sure you link the entire letter up with each other. So for that we can have that leading there, that leading there, there, like that. Okay, and then you can have that leading up to there. So that's now all linked up. All the separate pathways are all linked up so that when you power, for instance here, it should power all of it. Now what you want to be doing is when you power it, make sure that it does reach all the way, because Redstone does have its own limit, as everyone knows. So let's do that. That's not going to work actually. Okay. Bring that out one actually. There we are. So that's linked up there, and then do the same thing here. So if we bring it up there, you can bring it up like that, and that's all linked up. Okie doke. Easy enough, like that. Oh, my bad then. So as always, a little bit of tampering around with it just to get all the wiring right. Redstone's not easy, so it does take a little bit of time for that. And then like that, like that. So what we should be able to do is feed them all in now, like that. Check that they all light up, and then one final one here. I'll just put a repeater here so that you can see that it works out. And as you can see, we've now got them all lighting up. Okay, so now what you want to be doing is, if you want to have flashing letters, you need to set up a very basic clock system. So for example, a very basic one indeed is just, not that, this. Now what this does is, Redstone repeaters obviously repeat the signal, so it just keeps sending it round and repeating it. So this is a very basic clock system. Obviously the more repeaters with the more amount of delay on it, the longer the sequence that it's going to be flashing. So the very easiest one you want to be doing to get the intervals right is 2 repeaters on each pathway, going around in a square like this, making sure you put them on full delay, so that's only 3. Okay, and the way you activate these is to either use a button or put a redstone torch right next to it and destroy it straight away. So now if I put that out there, when it cycles around to here, it will power this. Now what you want to be doing is feeding this all the way along in front of it, like so. And obviously the power won't reach that straight away. Hold on. Sorry, that's the server setting. Okay, so where you see gap, put a repeater there. Oh wow. This is why I hate creepers. What else did it destroy? Probably not how I had before, but that'll do. So yeah, where you see a gap like that, you want to be putting a repeater there. Now this will continue the redstone current all the way along the pathway until it reaches the end, and eventually it will power all of them. Now what you want to be doing is making sure you feed this into there so that that's flashing, but you want to be doing now so that you set them off at different timings, putting repeaters here like this, and you can set different delays. So for the very first one you only want a short delay, so with 2 you can double it here, double it, add another 2 delay, and then for the final one make it fully like that, and then add 1 final bit of delay on each to counteract this final one here. Now if we go to the front, you can see the letters are flashing at regular intervals, and if there's a slight delay, what you can do is come over to here and just make the delay slightly less so that it's flashing at more regular intervals. As you can see, you just got to tamper around with this a little bit, and eventually you'll get it to do it at very regular intervals. So there we are, we have a flashing sign. If you got any more questions or anything that I described not well, just leave a comment, and always rate, comment and subscribe. I'm out.